Chinese Communist Party is cracking down. This time, they're targeting celebrities. And Hollywood better watch out. Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. The Chinese Communist Party is a big fan of cancel culture. I mean, communists basically invented it. Thanks, Stalin. He invented cancel culture and Photoshop. A convenient way to completely erase people from history. The Chinese Communist Party is great at canceling things. They've canceled ethnic minorities. They've canceled religious groups. They've canceled people for not being communist enough. They've even canceled people for being too communist. We're talking about a party that has canceled both the NBA and soy milk. The NFL and coconut water better watch out. But first, the Chinese regime has another target. The party is purging celebrities and celebrity fan culture. This is not the first time the Communist Party has tried to control pop culture. Back in 2011, they banned time travel shows and movies for disrespecting history. It's ridiculous. Time travel shows don't disrespect history. Take my favorite time travel movie, Thermae Romae. It's about a Roman architect who travels in time to a modern Japanese bathhouse and brings Japanese bathhouse technology back to ancient Rome. How is that disrespecting history? It simply corrects history. Back in 2014, Chinese leader Xi Jinping said art and culture should be made in the service of the people. And like in every communist country, when Xi Jinping says the people, he means the Communist Party. The message was Chinese pop culture needs to do whatever the Chinese Communist Party wants it to. And Chinese celebrities definitely got the message. They filmed propaganda clips quoting Xi Jinping and Mao Zedong. They supported the party in its fight against Hong Kong pro-democracy protesters. They rushed to defend Beijing's Xinjiang policy, a policy that includes slave labor and, genocide. But none of that was enough once the Communist Party decided that celebrity culture itself was toxic. Now, I'm not saying that China's celebrity culture is healthy, but having it be controlled by a genocidal regime does not necessarily make it healthier. Celebrity fandoms are an influential and lucrative market. Chinese fans spend tons of money on brands endorsed by their favorite celebrities. And celebrity fan clubs themselves are huge cash cows. But this can be a problem too. Competing fan clubs regularly clash on social media and trade online abuse in fandom wars over lists that rank popular celebrities or other points of fan contention. Fandom wars are no joke, as I discovered after writing my Thermae Romae Harry Potter crossover fanfic. You see, Harry time travels to ancient Rome to defeat Voldemort, but it turns out that Voldemort's final Horcrux is actually hidden in a modern Japanese bathhouse. But the real problem here is celebrity fan clubs are overshadowing the Chinese Communist Party fan club. Why isn't anyone writing fanfic about Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era? What's that, Shelley? Someone has? No, stop. My eyes. If anything needs to be canceled, it's that book. Let's talk about something less disturbing, like the Tiananmen Square massacre. After the Communist Party ended the 1989 student democracy protests by shooting people in the streets, the party made a deal with the Chinese people. Just don't get involved with politics, and you can get rich. The problem is, in a communist country, everything involves politics, especially getting rich. And that's something celebrities are finding out during this latest crackdown. More after the break. Welcome back. The Chinese Communist Party's latest purge isn't just about canceling celebrity culture. It's about canceling celebrities themselves and literally disappearing them from the internet. It's the modern-day equivalent of this. Sometimes it's easy to figure out why celebrities have been canceled, like when Chinese-Canadian pop star Chris Wu was arrested on rape charges last month. It wasn't a big surprise when his shows were deleted online. Or when actress Zheng Shuang was hit with a $46 million fine for tax evasion while filming a TV drama. China's state broadcasting regulator also pulled Zheng's offending TV drama and ordered producers not to hire her for future shows. Again, that's pretty clear. If celebrities turn out to be criminals, it makes China look bad. Plus, Chinese authorities don't want to miss out on that tax money. But the most mysterious celebrity cancellation involves one of China's biggest stars, actress Zhao Wei, also known as Vicky Zhao. Zhao got her big break starring in one of the most popular Chinese TV dramas of all time, My Fair Princess. She played an orphan who becomes the adopted daughter of the Qianlong Emperor. Which reminds me, I'm currently writing a Thermi Romi Harry Potter My Fair Princess crossover fanfic, where Harry time travels to ancient Rome to defeat Voldemort. But it turns out that Voldemort's final Horcrux is hidden in a modern Japanese bathhouse, and then Harry becomes the adopted daughter of the Qianlong Emperor. It needs some work. Anyway, Zhao Wei was erased from China's internet last week, and no one knows why. The order to cancel Zhao, who is also a billionaire businesswoman, came from the Chinese Communist Party, but there was no explanation. China's most popular video streaming platforms removed all films and TV series starring Zhao. Movie information sites stripped Zhao's name from films that credit her as a director or producer. Twitter like Weibo removed Zhao's unofficial fan page. Imagine if Robert Downey Jr. was suddenly canceled and then completely disappeared from the internet, along with every movie he ever made. There goes the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's the kind of power the Chinese Communist Party has. Speaking of Marvel, you know who should be really paying attention to China's crackdown on celebrity culture? Hollywood. I'll explain after the break. Welcome back. I hope Hollywood executives are watching China Uncensored because their businesses could be in grave danger in China. Hollywood is built on celebrity culture, and it spent more than a decade trying to appease the Chinese Communist Party so Hollywood studios can get into the China market. Here's Disney's former CEO, Bob Iger, meeting with Xi Jinping back in 2016. Hollywood doesn't mind removing Taiwan's flag from Tom Cruise's Top Gun jacket, or blacklisting Richard Gere because of his free Tibet views. But that might not be enough anymore. Hollywood movies are already being squeezed out of China, so China can promote domestic movies instead. Yes, China took advantage of Hollywood's investment and know-how to build up its own domestic film industry and then started shutting Hollywood out. Who could have seen this coming? Me, I saw it coming. And if I'm reading the signs right, Hollywood is about to be in a whole lot more trouble in China, because the Chinese regime's celebrity purge isn't just about controlling celebrity culture. It's about the Chinese Communist Party taking even more control over society. And it's a sign of a profound political change in China, according to commentary published in Chinese state-run media. According to that commentary, the party's actions are about a return to the original intentions of the Chinese Communist Party, a return to the essence of socialism. Ah yes, the essence of socialism. Mao's favorite cologne. You'll be starving to smell this good. And that's not all. The capital market will no longer become a paradise for capitalists to get rich overnight. The cultural market will no longer be a paradise for sissy stars, and news and public opinion will no longer be in a position worshiping Western culture. So far, we've seen the Communist Party crack down on capital markets and on celebrity culture, aka sissy stars. According to this commentary, news and public opinion that worship Western culture are going to be targeted next. That sounds to me like the party is about to start completely rejecting the West. I hope Wall Street and Hollywood and Western governments are paying attention. Look, if the Chinese Communist Party decides to go after you, money won't save you. Just ask Jack Ma. Fame won't save you. Just ask Zhao Wei. Political correctness won't save you. Just ask Hollywood. In this kind of authoritarian system, what chance do ordinary people have? And now, it's time for me to answer a question from a member of the China Uncensored 50 Cent Army, a fan who supports the show on the crowdfunding website Patreon or on the subscription platform Locals. Cartman18 asks, since I'm a patron here on Locals now, can I submit questions for your videos? Yes, Cartman18, you can. In case some of you watching this episode missed our video earlier this week, we've decided to join Locals, a free speech community platform. Unlike YouTube, Locals will not censor our content. Anyone can become a member of the China Uncensored Locals community for free and view our public posts. There's also an $8 per month subscription option. Once you subscribe, you can post and directly interact in the community with me, Matt, and Shelley, as well as other China Uncensored supporters. We'll also be posting our episodes to Locals ad-free for paying subscribers. I'll answer questions on the show from Locals subscribers, just like I do for Patreon. And we'll be posting some fun, exclusive content to Locals as well. Thank you for your question, Cartman18, and for supporting China Uncensored on Locals. And if you'd like to join Cartman18, check out chinauncensored.locals.com to learn more. The link is below. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thanks for watching China Uncensored.